Hello everyone, today we are taking a look at the CyberRiot Windows virus. Now this virus is a bit different from the other Windows 16-bit viruses I've taken a look at, in that it was the first to be advanced enough to infect the Windows kernel and then be able to intercept Windows files as they were launched and infect them natively from Windows. At the time, Windows viruses would have to preemptively go through the disk and try to infect files, or simply drop companion files so that it could actually infect a system. But this one actually goes through the trouble of properly infecting these new executable format files, adding itself to the ends of them, and allowing it to infect and run itself from a host file. So as a control here, we're going to just run some files before we infect the machine. Here's calculator. Notice we don't get much hard drive activity running these simple programs. We've got clipboard. There's hardly any noise. Try and listen real close for that disk drive noise. Got the control panel. So you can hear it kind of ticking as it's reading through the drive. We've got it in English, control panel, settings, help, color, fonts, etc. We'll close, and of course, most importantly, we can launch and play Solitaire with no problems. So, we are good to go. Good to get a productive day of work in at the office here while your boss's back is turned. But, unbeknownst to you, you're about to launch that new shareware game from your friend, but you don't want to run that game. So we bring ourselves up to the root here. Here we have cybertech.exe. Kaspersky called it cybertech, but we're calling it CyberRiot after its familiar name. We run it and just let it go. Seeks out and infects the Windows kernel. And here we have panel de control. We have it in Spanish, and that's not what we saw just a bit ago. So we will exit, salir. Alright, that was weird. We thought that was a game. Must have been a fluke. Maybe he copied the wrong file. But anyway, now when we run executable files, like calculator, we have our calculator. But when we try to close it, listen carefully. There's nothing. That's because I forgot we actually need to reboot the computer first. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so we're loading back into Windows, and now we should see CyberRiot actually infecting files while we run them. Okay, we're back and ready for another productive session of Windows. So here we've opened up the file manager. Go ahead and run calculator. And when we close this file, oh listen, hard drive's still running. So here we've launched Paintbrush. It's taking quite a while to actually get to the point where we can use it. And it's still running, even though we're in the program. You can hear that hard drive clicking away. So we'll go ahead and exit. We don't need to save this. But CyberRiot is in our system and infecting files right after we run them. So here we have it launched, and our hard drive is still spinning. And yes, even our old favorite, Solitaire, will get infected as well. Hard drive still spinning. Can't play cards yet. You saw how quick it was before. It was ready to go right from the bat, just like we're used to. But now, we have to wait a few seconds to play Solitaire, and that's just unacceptable. So, that's it for the infection routine. Let's get to the payloads. I'm going to go ahead and exit out of Windows entirely to DOS. Change the date to April 29th, as on April 29th, 30th, and May 1st, we get the first set of payloads. Go back into Windows and see what we can find. And we're loading. Here we go. Let's play some Solitaire. Oh, that's not good. We've got Chicago 7 CyberRiot. Happy anniversary, Los Angeles. Anarchists of the world, unite. Now, this is the first of 3 payloads. They all have 3 different message boxes, and the other 2 don't like to work all the time. So here's actually a snippet of code where you can see their text. One that mentions harpooning a fat cat, and one more with some lyrics. But the end rate is the same. Anytime you click on OK, your machine is destroyed. So our machine is now locked up, and it's accessing the floppy drive. Oh, that's not sounding good. Ooh, that doesn't sound good at all. So while it's destroying that drive, there are a few other comments hidden throughout the code, making its length quite a bit longer than it would have to be, including some teasers for a new Diet Riot coming out, with the same great flavor but fewer bytes. There's also comments wondering why IBM had to lay him off, which may very well just be a red herring to throw you off the trail of the virus author. Yet another comment mentions that there are 7 authors located in multiple countries, and that the virus was developed sometime between January and the summer of 1993. Well, this virus seems to be having its fun with our A drive, so we're just going to let it run for now and see what happens. From what I read, it was only supposed to destroy data on the fixed C drive, D drive, all hard disk drives, but it seems to be doing removable media too. One last thing I almost forgot to mention before it's finished destroying our floppy disk is that there are a couple more comments. One talking about McAfee's FUD equation, where exclamation points plus question marks equals big money. And finally, one last offer for the source code for the cheap price of $15 million. You know, this A drive's carrying a pretty good tune. Kind of reminds me of those YouTube videos where people get a bunch of floppy disks and play music on them. Okay, it's been destroying this drive for over 5 minutes now, so hopefully something will change soon. Alright, it's getting faster, listen to that. At least I hope it's getting faster. I've been listening to this for so long, I can't really tell anymore. I'm pretty sure that's definitely getting faster. Oh, wait. Something's happening. We only had to wait here for about 20 minutes, but something else is happening. Sounds like it's writing a lot of stuff to that disk. I suppose we'll have to wait and see. I'm going to go ahead and let it finish, and then we'll see what happens. Oh, the B drive lit up. Whoa. Wow. That is amazing. I can't help but involuntarily just bang my head. It's like the best riff I've ever heard. Coming from a floppy disk drive. Man. CyberRiot Virus is in the running for Best Music Number 1993. Lists some of its competing songs, the top songs from 93. We'll see where it ranks up. But man, that can't be good for the drive. But man, does it rock. I am honestly impressed. I was not expecting such a jam from a virus. Alright, as much as I'd love to sit here for the next 25 minutes waiting for this to go, just like the A drive was, I think I might restart. Because I love the jam, but I think it's time to move on. Okay, let's restart. I hit Control Delete. Oh no, we're not restarting. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. Our BSOD to restart. Let's go. The B drive is still lit up. So it got locked up in whatever it was doing. Let's see how this sounds on the seek test. Oh, seek test not sounding so good. But we're booting. Booting just fine. Okay. Let's see. Let me get the focus set real quick on DOS instead of Windows. DOS is fine. We can run. Graphics. Do we work? Graphics works. Is it 19,742 bytes? It is! Look at that. DOS is fine. So our hard drive was not touched. Maybe if we had let it run for another 3 hours, maybe it would have done something to our hard disk. But I think any normal person would have turned off the computer when they started jamming sick guitar riffs out of their B drive. But let's take a look at that A drive, because I know it was writing something to it. So, what did I have on this disk? Oh, this is the disk I used for the cookie virus video, I think last year. So, if I just do type cookie.exe, we'll just dump everything out just straight to the DOS prompt. Let's see what we got. Oh, there we go. You can see some of CyberRiot's comments. So this went through and overwrote quite a bit of data on this disk with parts of itself. So we can see the user kernel, Chicago 7 CyberRiot, January 15th, 1993, Clash, Summer 1993, Windows Computer, Virus. Then we got Coming Soon, Diet Riot, source code available for $15 million, serious inquiries on, I think it's supposed to say only, but it got cut off by the rest of the corruption. So yeah, can we still boot Windows? Hey, we can. Look at that. Windows is a champion. Still booting. Alright, we're back in Windows proper now. Run File Manager. Oh, don't mind the refresh rate. It's just being a little funky. But, oh, no. There we go. As soon as a program is launched, the payload activates once again. So if I press OK, we're going to start jamming once again. But we don't have time for that. We're just going to end the video right here. Oh, we don't have anything in the A drive, so it's going nuts. Okay, here. Take the disk. Okay, have the disk. So that is about it for the CyberRiot DOS virus. Windows virus, excuse me. That is about it for the CyberRiot Windows virus. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. If you can still hear me after that sick, sick music.